Hi Linda, it's Mike from TeamSnap Customer Support. I just wanted to give you a quick run through of what I've done with the stats. Did come up with a slightly cleaner way to do it, which is why it took me a little extra time to go back and reset everything. What is in here is just a quick overview that you'll be able to see. We can get this added to your team if you like it, or if I've totally blown whatever and messed up the way the stats should be, just let me know. We'll try and get it, make sure that it's right. The one thing that you do have to understand in our stats program is that it does not handle time well. So I either have to get rid of the milliseconds, or I can enter time as total seconds and then the milliseconds after the decimal point. But right now what I have entered is the minutes and seconds. So this is, if you've gone into your team and you go to your stats page, this is what you'll see. I am not showing any top performers when I do this or anything, just because with it being time and everything like that, the system does not deal with it real well. You will see team leaders on the side over here, and you'll see that right now boat 1 has got the best heat 1 time, and the mix 4 boat has the best heat 2 time. Excuse me. And then this is the final section, which you'll understand better in just a moment. So what I'd like to start with is I'd like to just go ahead and go to the game stats. And on the game stats screen, you'll see each of the races that you will have for the year. And so with this first one where I have already entered stats, right now you can see that it's showing heats. Now this is a totals by game as it states on the screen. So what you'll see here are total numbers, and it shows all of the boats combined. So what you actually want to do is to click in, and now it will list each boat individually. Now even if you don't have separate actual boats, if they are running through different competitions or whatnot, this is just kind of the way I would set it up. I have given names on the left, some based upon what you had in your spreadsheet, some to just represent a generic boat or whatnot, because I'm not sure how you actually call your boats. You'll see up here at the top, the stat group says heats, and across the labels here I have heat 1 time, heat 1 place, heat 2 time, heat 2 place. And of course we can add as many heats as need be, but doing it this way keeps it where just the heats are coming across the screen in this view. This will also mean that there aren't a lot of blank stats as you're looking at everything. So as you can see, for boat 1, their first heat, they had a time of 1 minute 25 seconds and finished first. In their second heat, they had a time of 2 minutes and 10 seconds and finished 5th. The mix 4 boat, in their first heat, they had a time of 1 minute 35 seconds and came in second, and had a time of 1 minute 30 seconds in heat 2 and finished first. So that gets your heats taken care of. Once you want to go to the finals, you can just change it in this drop down menu, and the screen will change over to the finals. Now here, if I understand everything correctly, they can end up in different classes for the finals. So like mix 4 could have a C, B, and A, mix 3 could have a D, C, B, A, and so on. So for this, we would need to add each potential final that there could be across any of your things. That way they're always there and available. Right now I've just added what I saw from the spreadsheet to give this example. So we can see that boat 1 at this event made the mix 4 C final, and they finished with a time of 1 minute 45 seconds and came in 3rd place. For the mixed 4 boat, they were in the corporate A final, got a time of 1 minute and 32 seconds and finished second. Now, entering all of this is pretty easy. I'm going to use the VIP boat as an example. So I'm going to click Edit, and the screen comes up, and we have where we can enter our heat times and our finals times. So I'm going to enter a time of 1.45 for the heat 1 time, and say that they finished third with that. And then I am going to enter a time of 1.34 for the heat 2 time, and say that they finished first with that. This made it so that they were able to enter the corporate A final, we'll say, and they finished with a time of 1.40, and I'm going to say that they placed second. And all you have to do is click save, or you can even click save and next to go to entering the next boat's statistics. I'm going to click save at this point, and you will see that that has been added for the finals here. And if you click back to the heats, you will see each of their heat times as well. You can also look at the same thing on the player stats screen. Again, here are season totals. So this is going to be the totals of all races that they do, all events that you do throughout the season. So not necessarily an important screen that you'll want to see. The season averages may or may not work out right, partially because we do not handle time real well, so the decimal places may be higher than an actual time would be. So the average will be off somewhat. So again, you can pretty much bypass this screen, but if you want to see all the stats for boat 1, you can click on their name, and it takes you into the list of games for them, and you can see that in heat 1 at this event they did this, heat 2 they did this. Again, you can change the finals up here. You can also move between the different boats right here. Entering stats is just as easy. Now, just a couple of things to make you aware of in the way I set this up. Because we are keeping track of stats per team, boat, however it might best be labeled, I did have to make a change on the roster. And what I've done here, as it loads, the boats are actually entered as the players. So you can see here there are 4 different boats that we run at the moment. As I've done this so that when we're in statistics, these are the only ones that are having stats kept up with. And I've taken all of my players and moved them to the non-player section. This way, stats are not kept up with for them. It still allows them to be on the roster. Make sure you have all contact information. Make sure that they get all notifications. You will want to make sure that in your site preferences under the manager tab that you are tracking everything you need to for non-players, because some of the things can be turned off. I hope this gives a good explanation of what I've done and a good example. Please let me know if you see anything that just doesn't look right, anything that needs to be tweaked slightly, and we can get that taken care of. If everything looks good, you can either go ahead and set this up on your stats page yourself, or we can get it set up for you. One last thing, for keeping up with the history of how people have done in events, because our stats are not going to necessarily keep up with that all that well, we can keep up with that in the schedule. So, for example, if I want to keep up with the history of how we did at this event, I might click on the event afterwards and click edit, and then go down here in the notes and just enter top results from the Tempe event, and course, because you'll want to list each category, I may have the mixed 4 and say first place, and we'll call it we'll call them San Antonio. We can have second place and make them Memphis, and third place can be Seattle. So this is where you can keep up with that history and always have it available to easily go back and look at. Of course, once I've entered that, I want to scroll down and click Save. But all of that information would be available in the notes for that prior year's event. It would be nice and easy to look at and go back for. Have a great day, and just reply in the email and let us know if everything looks good, if you need help with this, and we'll get it taken care of for you.